Whether it's George Lucas's fantasy-style X-Wings buzzing around like World War II fighter craft, or the more measured approach of shows like Battlestar Galactica, sci-fi space battles skew more towards fantasy than reality. One exception is The Expanse, a 2015 hard sci-fi series based entirely around a stringent dedication to realism. The ships of The Expanse operate based on the technology that might actually be possible in humanity's near future. That means no magical energy shields, hyperspace drives, or super blasters. The show's approach creates complex space engagements involving attack salvos and countermeasures, as opposing forces jockey for position in the darkness of space. And the result of this approach is a series of space battles unlike anything else you've ever seen on screen.
I need some juice.
So make sure your couch is juiced and get ready to pull some serious G's. This is Giant Freaking Robot, and these are the best space battles of The Expanse. It was episode 4 of The Expanse's initial season that gave us our first taste of the show's potential. The episode's big battle takes place from the perspective of the Donnager, the biggest, baddest battleship humanity is capable of producing. A Donnager class is crewed by hundreds and covered with weapons. It's so big it carries other smaller Corvette-class warships inside it. That's how Captain James Holden and his friends end up aboard the Rocinante. The now iconic ship was originally a Corvette berthed inside the Donnager, and named the Jockey. The Donnager's believed superiority is quickly demonstrated to be flawed, as the ship faces down a surprise attack from 6 stealth ships. This video is sponsored by Venice AI. Would you be comfortable if a presidential administration could govern your personal usage of AI?
Hey, wait a minute!
Afraid of being spied on while using AI prompts? Venice AI allows you to remain worry-free with open-source AI models that will not impose censorship limitations on the user. And Venice AI won't spy on you thanks to an encrypted messaging system that keeps your activity private. Go to venice.ai/giantfreakinrobot and you'll receive 20% off a Venice Pro plan, giving you access to even more features like limitless text and high image limits.
Well, it's been nice knowing you.
Initially mistaken for a single vessel, the attackers split into multiple craft, launching a coordinated torpedo barrage. Despite the Donnager's formidable weaponry, including numerous point defense cannons and railguns, the stealth ship's advanced technology allows them to evade countermeasures and deliver critical damage, disabling the Donnager's reactor and compromising its structural integrity. Holden and his crew flee the ship in a Martian Corvette they find in the Donnager's launch bay, narrowly escaping the Donnager's destruction. In the Season 5 episode Nemesis Games, the crew of the Rocinante faces down a fleet of 5 ships.
Looks like we got a skinny hunting party.
Nice language.
The Rocinante, still recovering from previous engagements and low on ammunition, is pursued by a Free Navy squadron comprising 5 ships.
Well, can we win?
You want a tactical breakdown? No, we can't win.
Before Rocinante's Captain Holden can put a plan into action, all hell breaks loose in the Free Navy fleet.
They're firing at each other. Good, let's help! Get ready to come about!
Former Holden ally Kamina Drummer has been pressed into service against her wishes on the salvaged Free Navy ship Tynan.
Don't even twitch. Shut up.
She mutinies and takes control. Drummer fires a missile salvo at the destroyer Koto, distracting it long enough for the Rocinante to get inside effective range for the ship's railgun. The Koto is disabled by the Rosi's superior weapon. Drummer orders her loyalist ships to stand down.
Motang, this is Drummer. Disengage.
One, the Motang, leaves the battle. The heavy frigate Serio Mal is left battling the Rocinante on its own, but the Rosi's smaller missile salvos can't break through the more powerful ship's defenses. The other drummer-led ship is an armed salvage vessel called DeWalt, and it joins the fight on the Rocinante's side by firing all of its missiles at once in a massive salvo directed at the ultra-deadly Serio Mal. This distracts the enemy ship long enough for the Rocinante to close the distance and destroy its reactor with railgun blasts. Every detail of this battle is perfectly thought out, right down to the little engine flare the ship uses to counteract the force of its railgun firing. No show but The Expanse would ever go to this much trouble to get everything right.
I can't wait to hear this story.
All right, people, here we go.
Our heroes identify Thoth Station as the clandestine protogen facility responsible for the horrific proto-molecule experiments, the same horrors that kicked off the plot of the show. To approach undetected, the Rocinante conceals itself behind the OPA freighter Guy Molinari, exploiting its radar signature. As they near the station, the Rocinante detaches, drifting in silently to maintain the element of surprise. Thoth Station's defense comprises the Osiris, an Amun-Ra-class stealth frigate.
As soon as that stealth points its nose at us, we're done like dinner.
And an anti-asteroid cannon. Upon detecting the approaching vessels, the Osiris launches torpedoes at the Guy Molinari. The Rocinante intercepts, deploying its PDCs to neutralize the threat. A fierce dogfight ensues, during which the Rocinante sustains damage to a port side thruster, forcing it to seek cover behind the station's ring. Simultaneously, two breaching pods carrying OPA Marines and Detective Miller are launched towards Thoth Station. Amos Burton, aboard the Rocinante, repairs the damaged thruster, enabling the ship to maneuver and destroy the station's cannon,
Surprise, assholes!
clearing a path for the remaining pod to dock, allowing Miller and his teams to achieve their objective. The best battle of The Expanse is one of its smallest, and also its shortest. Marco Inaros, leading a Free Navy flotilla, chances across the Rocinante and gives pursuit.
Rocinante.
Inaros is commanding the Pella, a light cruiser that outclasses the smaller Rossi. He also has two other ships with him. The Rossi may only be a corvette, but it is not a normal corvette.
They have a railgun.
Yeah, and by the time they're close enough to use it, they will be dust.
The railgun is forward-facing and can only be fired forward, but the Rossi is on the run, which puts Marcos and his fleet behind them. Rocinante's captain and pilot, James Holden, whirls his ship about in a wild 180.
Everybody brace for a hard spin!
Snap firing a single railgun round from outside the weapon's normal effective range. Since the railgun is fired from outside its effective range, referred to in The Expanse as hammerlock, Inaros' ships should have enough time to dodge the railgun slug, but they're surprised. The railgun round connects and cripples one of the Free Navy ships. Another stays behind to render aid, leaving only the Pella still in pursuit.
Flight, maintain distance from the enemy.
The two ships exchange torpedoes, but neither can get through the other's PDC fire. It's then that the Rocinante's gunner, Bobby Draper, notices a flaw in the Pella's piloting.
Miss.
Port! They dodged to port both times.
When evading their missile attacks, the Pella always dodges to port. That means they can predict where the Pella will be when they fire on it.
4 converging, and manual PDCs to me.
Bobby overrides the automated controls on the Rossi's PDCs in order to fire them at empty space, aiming for where she predicts the Pella will dodge to. She fires a salvo of missiles, and the Pella dodges to port right into the Rocinante's PDC rounds. The Rossi's PDC fire rips through the Pella, disabling the ship.
Holy shit, it worked.
Disagree with our list? Convince us the universe is out to get us in the comments. Like this video and subscribe to our channel if you too think everywhere's Baltimore. Until next time, this has been Giant Freakin' Robot.
Going to a room too fast, kid. The room eats you.